Have you ever heard of the word mitigation? Don't worry, I'm not going to be spending 10 minutes talking about vocabulary, but mitigation is important in understanding how to break the bubble of global issues today. The Merriam-Webster dictionary definition of mitigation is a process or result of making something less severe, harsh, damaging, dangerous, or painful. Hello everyone, my name is Aaron Castelino. Imagine a world without any problems. No one faces poverty or hunger. Unemployment is no longer a threat. Of course, in our current situation, that's very hard to do. But together, we can come up with ways to at least mitigate or make less severe our global challenges today. Take a few seconds to think about and answer this question. Have you ever heard of a set of goals known as the Sustainable Development Goals? How many do you think are there? If you think it's A, 8, raise your hand. All right. If you think it's B, 35, raise your hand. Finally, if you think it's C, 17, raise your hand. I obviously can't see what you all raised your hands for, but I'm going to take a wild guess and give a spoiler alert that you all said C. But yes, there are 17 Sustainable Development Goals, and they are designed in such a way that people are oriented into one direction to achieve these goals by 2030. They were proposed by the United Nations in 2015. The first one is called No Poverty, and this one is arguably the most challenging one out of them all. According to the United Nations, eradicating poverty in all its forms and dimensions, including extreme poverty, is the greatest global challenge and an indispensable requirement for sustainable development. The second is called Zero Hunger, and it aims to end hunger in all its forms by 2030, achieve food security and improve nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture, and to ensure that everyone everywhere has enough good quality food to live a healthy life. Just to help you all out, I'll be diving a bit deeper into these two goals and the issues that they aim to solve. But goals 3 to 17 also aim to take up many more important factors, such as climate change, industry, good health and well-being, marine life, and terrestrial life. Whoa, that was a mouthful. Give me a second to read here. Let's look at some statistics. As you know, poverty and hunger go hand in hand. In fact, more than 736 million people are suffering from extreme poverty, and more than 690 million people are not supplied with adequate food to eat. In addition, millions of children under the age of 5 suffer from extreme poverty. Take a look at this map, showing how many people in what parts of the world suffer from extreme poverty. You can probably tell the region with the most amount of people is sub-Saharan Africa, about 413.3 million people. The deadliest form of hunger is known as acute malnutrition, and it is affecting more than 17 million children worldwide. These facts do seem pretty devastating because one person experiencing hunger is already too many. But there are still a few positive facts helping the world move in that direction of mitigating poverty and hunger. Let me ask you all a very difficult question. What is the most populous country in the world? You all should know it's China, with about 1.4 billion people. Their poverty rates have been rapidly decreasing year by year. And in other countries such as Ethiopia, Indonesia, Pakistan, and Myanmar, poverty continues to decline. There are many influential figures who have contributed to mitigating poverty and hunger. A quick show of hands, how many of you have heard of Wangari Maathai? All right, yeah. Born in Nairobi, Kenya in 1940, Maathai grew up in the rural countryside of Kenya. She became the first person in East and Central Africa, the first woman in East and Central Africa, actually, to earn a doctorate degree. And in 1977, as an adult, she founded the Green Belt movement, which has planted over 51 million trees in Africa, empowered many people around Africa, specifically women, and contributed to combating deforestation and poverty. She became a Nobel Peace Prize laureate in 2004 for these contributions. Although she passed away in 2011, she is remembered as someone who really stepped up and is very influential when it comes to combating problems worldwide. So let's make an impact and change our world. There are so many, and I mean so many things we can do to help make our world a better place. Number one, we can reduce the amount of food we waste. As of 2019, 6.9% of all children under the age of 5 have been affected by food wasting, and a lot of food has ended up in landfills. But instead, we can divert it from there and donate it to charities to help those in need. Number two, promoting hygiene and sanitation. Although people may appear to be eating enough, they might still be vulnerable to several diseases because of bad hygiene and sanitation practices. We can support the construction of clean, uncontaminated water filters for areas in need. In conclusion, contributions and action items such as educating, spreading awareness, and even reducing the amount of food we waste can make a big impact and help those in need. We can make changes through creativity, coming up with new ideas to help others and to help our world. Saint Teresa of Calcutta once said, "I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples." Together, we can create our own ripples to help break the bubble of global issues today. Thank you.